Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the day of the video. Darren, how's it going today? Today, before I go into work, I'm 5 minutes early, thought I'd talk to you. I've been three things. I've woken up every day this week so far to the light of my alarm rather than the alarm itself, which has been really nice. It's actually been like waking up more smoothly than the alarm going off and being like, oh shit. Which is quite impressive considering how late I'm going to bed. Secondly, I think I need to find somewhere in this car where I can like put my phone up somewhere where it doesn't block air vents and shit, just so that I can have like Google navigation when I put my phone into car mode. And thirdly, well, you know when you enter a car park that's like not got many cars in, do you just get like a sudden urge to just like pull the handbrake and just... I've never done a handbrake turn and I want to. And every time I come into this car park I think, oh, because I kind of just do like a U so I could park facing the way I came in. I always think, oh, just pull my handbrake. Anyway, got work today. Going to be trying to figure out how to fix this bug. I've got one idea as to how I can do it using the way they currently do it, but kind of hacking it on top. If that doesn't work, then we need to think of a different way using configuration files instead of the inbuilt way of configuring stuff. So, let us go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. It's the evening. Waiting for Laura to leave work and stuff. It's nearly 6:15. She's actually going to be here today. We were gymming, but I've like become remarkably busy this evening for some reason. I'm definitely not going. Laura might do by herself, but I'm going to assume if she hasn't left work yet, she probably won't. Why am I busy all of a sudden? Tonight, later, for like I'm hoping not too late, to be honest with you, but maybe like at 8 o'clock-ish, I am like conferencing in with Jamesy, if you guys are around long enough to remember Jamesy, who is working on some stuff for the job that he does, and he wants to kind of like get my opinion. I'm essentially kind of doing a code review over the web. He's kind of just like going to show it me and demo it me, and then I kind of like review it a little bit. So he says that like it shouldn't take more than an hour. So, I'm not convinced. He knows how busy I am all the time, because over an hour is a significant amount of my life. But no, he's organising some stuff for where he currently works, which I'm not, well, see, he works in education and stuff, so he wants it to be like, he wants to make sure it's all good, you know. So, I'm going to cast an eye over it. It's one of the things that is, of my opinion, at the very least, I work in an industry. I've picked up a lot of stuff that you wouldn't necessarily pick up in school and university and shit. So every now and again we liaise and cross. I teach him some shit basically. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this evening. But yeah, so he's gonna Skype me or some shit. I don't know if he's figured it out. We may end up doing it on TeamSpeak or something. Does he know? Yeah. Oh no, maybe he wants me to fucking... I don't have Skype. No, I do have Skype. But I haven't used it in a long time. Anyway, I don't know, it might be a Google Hangout or something. Does that still exist? We'll figure it out. Yeah, so I'm busy tonight because he needs me to do some stuff for him. So that puts me out of the gym. Otherwise though, ladies and gentlemen, what's been going on today? Today I went in and I was focusing on the issue that I had yesterday. And I figured out a relatively okay way of hacking it. So I figured out a nice way of hacking on the information that I needed to hack on. Basically because half of the code had already been written, because it was a merge. So the information was available to me. I just needed a way of doing it dynamically. And I figured out a way of doing it dynamically and taking the information out, but not taking it out and doing the same queries, but not doing the same queries, and all this kind of stuff. And it's actually kind of clean. It's nice and clean, it's nice and perfect. Everything is 100% unit tested, and obviously integration tested, because I don't fuck about. So because I'm a nice person, I refactored some stuff, added some utility stuff, and tested some things that I like have a glancing... I spoke to this a little bit. I changed I reformatted the file, essentially, so I'll write some tests for it too. Because I'm here, so I may as well, because if I don't, someone else isn't going to either. So, yeah, it was actually pretty good. I got through to it, and then, like, by the end of the day, I had it done. I've checked it in, I'm doing a build, and I'm, like, getting ready to submit the pull request. We just need to confirm whether or not it's fully fixed from the UI. I haven't been shown how to get at it from the UI yet. But in theory, it is. So basically said like, oh, here's the test. Here's a test that was already written around it. Just kind of like use that as a harness. This field here is what's populated by the UI. So assuming it is populated by the UI, my shit will work. So just got to make sure that bit works. Cool, but I couldn't get time with the person I was trying to talk to. Seemed to be really busy doing stuff. So that was not great. Otherwise though, it's been a pretty good day today. We've like kind of flown through stuff. Being productive and shit. Lunchtime I only got a cheeky 20 minutes. Am I going to want to do... I kind of want to have a break. But I want to get some programming done. Because I'm losing an hour of my life tonight. Maybe more. God, I'm knackered, man. I've got a busy day tomorrow as well. Not in the evening. But tomorrow... What am I doing tomorrow? Can I talk about tomorrow? It's kind of awkward because I can't. I've got to do it like at work, so I've got to like shimmy my work shift around a little bit, my lunch hour and stuff, because I'm telephoning in on an interview again. But this is kind of interesting because I know someone who works somewhere, Josh. Yeah, I don't know why I'm being secretive about his name. I know someone who works from somewhere, and they are interested in running my platform. So he's like spoken to management and stuff, and they're interested in doing it. And they wanted me to essentially come to a meeting and be like, yeah, well, this is the general time frame, and like you can beta test it. Kind of now if you want to. It'll be the old version, it'll be a big update coming soon. But you can beta test it, and I'll look after it and stuff, but I need like remote access to things. And they're trying to figure out basically if it's worth it or not, or whether it's worth waiting a couple of months, which probably is worth waiting a couple of months until I've at least got .NET Core out. And then I'll be able to run it on a server in their office, and I've basically got a testing environment. Which would be pretty fucking dope. Yeah, so I've got that phone call at like 12 o'clock tomorrow, which is good fun. But it should be long. It should just be literally a case of me, kind of because I haven't spoken to their managers and stuff. I've just kind of, Josh has been saying, hey, we could use this. And I'm like, yeah, you could, buddy. But yeah, so that's exciting. Pretty exciting stuff. Pretty busy. Let's do a bit of programming for a little bit until Laura gets back, and then we can have dinner and whatnot. Also, my lunchtime today, I only managed to get done 20 minutes of programming on my own project. My battery died. Oh, damn it. Damn. I did manage to finish off the thing I was working on there, which was like threading the piece of data through that selects the mode of the platform, because previously there wasn't several different modes. Currently there isn't several different modes, but I just built the infrastructure in so that there can be, essentially. Right, let's work on this for a little bit until Laura gets back, and then we can have a break while we have dinner, and then hopefully we finish dinner early enough to talk to Jamesy. I think he wants me like 8, half 8, depends on dinner and shit, but hopefully it's not too long. Also gang, just a small landmark we've crossed. In the code, I have officially written and have passing 700 unit tests. Motherfucker. Considering my old platform was like finished, quote unquote, mostly finished, working prototype, it only had 559 when I finished it and when I was doing my final testing. That's pretty dope. Mainly because of the way that my DTOs now work. They are more like, the way they work enable me to test things slightly differently, which means that I kind of ramp up the tests quite quick. But yeah, 700 unit tests. I think previously I had about 600. No, I had over 600 or maybe 650 tests in general on the old system, but that had integration tests in SpecFlow driven, behavior driven development tests, BDD style, given one of those. So it's only banter. She's just worked out the office, bub. I'll sort dinner out and stuff. What am I going to say? Words, things, stuff. You've knocked me off my track, but oh yeah, I had integration tests that would span across the entire the system and all that kind of stuff. I don't currently have that because that framework, SpecFlow, doesn't support .NET Core yet. I mean, fucking dragging your feet. They've been working on it for so long, and I've been keeping an eye on the GitHub stuff, and it's more or less ready. They just need to merge it in. Goddamn. So I'm waiting for that to become available, and then I can start integration testing and stuff. So anyway, that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Also, because of the way I'm doing dependency injection now, I should be able to integration test much better because I can like mock out stuff instead of like actually doing it. I can swap out different things and be like, nah, mate, this time you can't write the file. Deal with that. So I can kind of stress test in integration level, which will be interesting. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, back in. And ladies and gentlemen, it's bedtime. It's 20 to 1 and I'm heading off to bed. I actually had pretty good fun this evening. It's been busy, but it's been pretty good fun. It's quite interesting, like getting the right balance down between kind of doing it properly, but doing it in a way that's understandable to younger people, I guess. Because like you kind of optimise things differently. Like you don't optimise for performance, you don't optimise for this, you don't optimise for that. You optimise for like readability, like pure readability, without any overly complicated stuff. So I actually really enjoyed that. It was good having a catch up as well. So otherwise, came in here. Laura's been like feeling a little bit headachy, so I watched like bits of Donald Trump's press conference for the banter. Oh dear, and then watched the news and did a little bit of programming. I am heading to bed though because productivity is like falling off a cliff. I'm trying to make sure that I don't make the same problem I did last time, where I really struggled to name stuff in this project, because it's like the main project where the main stuff happens. And last time I had this really weird confusion between the difference between a mutant and a mutation. Mutants mutated stuff and created mutations, which is weird because mutations create mutants, but then the project was called Mutation, which fucked a load of stuff up. So now this time the project's called Modifications, modification, and I'm trying to figure out like at what level I need to abstract the language, because I'm supposed to be supporting multiple languages. Do I subtract that at the mutator level? Got to think of a good name for that. The mutator level, where the mutator takes the code and creates possible mutations of it. Then they'll be mutants, wouldn't they? Oh god. It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, anyway, right. Tomorrow it's going to be long. Well, it's not. It's going to be probably equally long. Hopefully very interesting. Hopefully things to report, although I think it's mainly going to be we'll see in a couple of months style thing, but at least I'll get like an idea of like what they need and stuff, which is very important for me. And then yeah, that's that really. Now I'm going to go to bed because my brain's frazzled. I'll catch you later, ladies and gentlemen.